Aidan, we had a great game the last day between Fintons and Clongowes. Clongowes held on for a very narrow victory. We saw some great rugby. We've got 4 great quarterfinals to look forward to. Well, what do you reckon?
Well, it was a phenomenal game. The Fintons-Clongowes game is just an example of how good the competition's got every year. I've been lucky enough to be involved now for 5 years, and every year it keeps getting better and better, and the whole system's got better. The IRFU have done a great job, the Leinster branch has done a great job. Players, ex-professional players going back and becoming coaches has paid its dues as well, and players are getting better and better. Gary Ringrose playing for Ireland now. We wouldn't have seen that years ago because he would have had to go through the system, would have been in pecking order. Now the quality and merit of a player gets seen very, very much quicker than it used to be, and players get fast tracked, and the whole system's got better, and we're seeing that in the quality of this competition. And 4 great quarterfinals to look to, because we've never been disappointed. Like, there's very seldom a bad game in this competition. Yeah, well, we've Belvo and Michaels being broadcast on Facebook Live as well for the first time, so that's a great one to look forward to on Sunday. And yeah, Michaels, I mean, every year Michaels promise so much, and they have such great players, and those players come through, but they disappoint in the competition, and I'd love to see them really step up to the competition. Belvo, of course, reigning champions as well, and have been fantastic year on year for the last 4 or 5 years. This is going to be a cracking game, and the others, like, you're never disappointed. Like Fintons Clongowes, nobody would have seen that coming, and that's the beauty of this competition. The beauty is you don't have to look to those stalwarts anymore. You don't. Those bigger schools are now nearly being disrupted by the smaller schools like St. Fintons, because everybody's getting better and all ships are rising together. The atmosphere is phenomenal. I mean, we saw that with Fintons, and I wondered with Fintons in the last game, would they rise to the atmosphere, because it's a different thing playing a match with a few parents on the sideline and then having all your peers, all your family, all your friends, everybody at the game watching you, and your whole schoolmates, future girlfriends, all that kind of stuff totally plays with a player, and they have all this in the back of their head, and it's going on, and the game can just go by in a flash, and for players it can be quite overwhelming. And that's why I thought Fintons were so good in that atmosphere, on Donnybrook, on that surface, playing against one of the best teams in the competition. Absolutely showed up and gave us a huge spectacle. Routine can be a bad thing, and that's why in sport drills are so important. You've got to stick to your game plan, you've got to be drilled, and this is why we see the competition so good, because players are drilled so well that they know their game plan so well that those things become a distraction. But when they get back and focus, and this is where the leadership comes in the game day, come back, bring it back to basics, and think back to why you're playing in the first place, and think back to those muddy days on the back pitch when nobody's at it, because that's when the champion is really born. Don't forget, we have Michaels versus Belvedere voted on Twitter, on Facebook Live this Sunday, 3 p.m.